to do the thing that none of you thought was possible. Because guess what? I'm not fucking you, dude, for a reason. Like, I don't believe what you believe, and that's why I'm me. If I let statistics rule the decisions I made in my life, I'd be nowhere.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. And people are so, they're so hard to comprehend. But now, yo, even just my next fight, walking into the ring, carrying that energy, like I went 8 good rounds with the GOAT. I will not be beat. Let me repeat that. I will not be beat. And the next fight I have, I promise, will be a brutal, vicious knockout. Boxing, as you know, probably 85% mental. And the mental hurdles that I was able to jump by doing what I just did last weekend, and you can only do by doing and achieving and completing a circumstance of that magnitude, will carry with me forever. And it's powerful, dude. And I have so much like just pent up, like I just know what it takes, dude. And I did it once. So now I'm gonna do it again and again and again and again.
See the picture before we paint it for them, and now that picture is being painted, and we've been trying to tell people like we're real fighters, we can knock people out, we're this, we're that.
That's true.
We were talking about this last night, Jake. No one sees the 2-3 month training camp. I mean, you had an 8-month training.
Call me out. Let me know.
We're looking at the applications.
Let me know. All ages, all sizes. Like someone mentioned Mike Tyson. Like how funny is it? Like one great at a time, or is it you can only fight one and then on to the next?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's pretty mean, man. He pieced some people up. You ever see what he did to people?
This is what they said about Floyd.
My lawyer mentioned it, and he's like, no, Tyson will rip your head off. You don't stand a chance. I'm like, bro, I just went through all this. You can't tell me I can't beat Mike Tyson. Bro, he's old. I don't think so. I don't think so.
You know who's got a higher bone density than you?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I was telling Mac, I got a high bone. I'm in like the highest percentile of bone density. You probably are too.
Yeah.
Doc said
y'all are super dense. That's so true.
He said you could hit me with a baseball bat and the bat would break. Don't get any idea.
I'm the most ruthless and brutal and savage, sinister guy that's ever. Logan Paul. He don't want it. Logan Paul says nobody can tell him that he can't beat Mike Tyson because he's real old. Old. We're going to talk about that in this video. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest. Listen, make sure you click the link in the description and join TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an awesome browser extension to help you make money on the platform by optimizing your content. Level up your YouTube content with TubeBuddy. I've been using it for years. It can help you too. And also hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Hit the bell notification so you get post notifications when I go live. Now, you guys heard the audio at the beginning. That's Logan Paul from his podcast. And he's basically saying that somebody mentioned he should fight Mike Tyson, and he sounded like he was trying to entertain that. So I kind of just want to weigh in and give my thoughts on the idea. I believe that wouldn't be a good idea. I think Mike Tyson, listen, he was basically saying he went with TBE. He went 8 rounds. So, he's feeling himself. And this is something he's doing. And my mindset is different than yours. And I'm not like you guys. So at the end of the day, you can't tell me nothing, like Kanye West said. But going 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather is a far cry. It's going to be a far cry from Mike Tyson, right? Floyd Mayweather is 44 years old, I believe. Floyd Mayweather, the biggest thing is, triangle theories never really worked in boxing. You could say Tim Bradley fought Juan Manuel Marquez, and the first time they fought, he beat him relatively easy. However, Pacquiao, it's up to my promoter. He always had problems every time he fought Marquez. But Bradley fought Pacquiao, and Bradley, I thought he lost all 3. And a lot of people also feel that way, that he lost all 3 fights to Pacquiao. So styles make fights. Boxing is the sweet science. There's so many nuanced things that you have to consider where you can't just easily connect the dots. Like, hey, I went 8 rounds with TBE in the exhibition, so Mike Tyson, I could take him too because I'm big and he's old. That it doesn't work like that because, like I said, look at the size differential. Now, Mike Tyson's probably not too much taller than Floyd, but he's also a savage. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious. I want his heart. I want to eat his kid. Logan, I'm coming for you. Like, he's just a different temperament of fighter. And most importantly, he lost to like guys like KSI, who's closer to his size and doesn't have like an illustrious background. Mike Tyson, even at an advanced age or, saying he's really old, I think the people on the podcast, they're like, hey, okay, slow your roll. Even his brother, when he said, some people say I should fight Mike Tyson, I believe it was Jake Paul in the back, and he was like, I don't know about that one. And then the people on the side of the podcast, like, off camera and stuff, off access, they were like, Mike Tyson, I don't know about that. Like, you've gone too far. So I don't know. I don't know if Logan Paul's crazy or if he's doing this for views or if he really would fight Mike Tyson. Listen, if he fights Mike Tyson, I'll buy it. How about that? I'll buy it. I'll support the event. I don't see that. I don't see that being a good fight. Like I said, if you lost to Floyd and you lost to KSI, and Floyd, I never really seen a moment where Floyd ever looked hurt. And he was like 3 weight classes lower than Logan Paul. So again, I don't know if this will amount to anything. We haven't heard a response. But muscles, like Floyd said, muscles don't win fights. And for someone relatively new, let me see, because Floyd is 44. Let me see, Mike's 50 something, Let me see. Oh, he's born in 66. So Mike Tyson, it says spouse Robin Gibbons. He's 54. I don't know, bro. Mike be on that demon time. That's different than Floyd, especially with the weights. That's like saying, oh, I whooped Chocolatito so I could beat Artur Beterbiev, or I could take Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. I mean, it doesn't equate. Because if you watch this fight, Mike Tyson, this was his shape he showed. So he ended his inactivity string. So he got one in. He looks like he's still in shape. They say in boxing, your power is the last thing to go. And to me, I thought he was treating it like an exhibition. It looked like there were some moments where he got Roy's respect and hurt Roy to the body and things like that. There were still some points where he was landing some. Look at him. Nah, bro. Logan Paul. Like I said, I ain't going to say too much. If they want to fight the Tyron Woodleys and they want to fight this crazy mother, then enjoy that. But I don't see how that would be a good fight. Even his lawyer said, don't fight Tyson. Like, he'll chew your head off. Tyson's a different person. Like, if you know his temperament. And see, this is the thing is, I think that would, it would be big press and big news and all that. Tyson is older, but at the end of the day, I think that'll really awaken the beast. The Roy Jones, that was like an appetizer. I don't know if Tyson really had bad blood, but if there's someone who's bigger than him, who's really trying to take him out, and like, it's not going to be like, because he said in my next fight, it's going to be a knockout. So if he's trying to knock the person out, then you're going to be in a real scrap with Mike Tyson, because I don't see Mike Tyson wanting his legacy to be a guy who lost to a YouTuber, And I don't know if he's saying this, he felt the type of way because Mike Tyson said he was going to get whooped on his podcast and stuff like that. I don't know if he's serious. I don't know if it's just for publicity, but the way Mike is still looking in shape, I don't know. I don't see how that would ever end in a positive way. So maybe the Paul brothers are crazy and they really want to challenge themselves. Fair play. Like I said, I'll buy the fight, but I wouldn't want to fight no damn Mike Tyson. So look at him. Like, I think what you were saying. I think all these YouTubers want to fight, but all of a sudden, every time they're not man enough to step in my world. It's my world. It's my house. Bro, I look at his eyebrows. I ain't fighting nobody with no eyebrows. He ain't even trained his eyebrows or he got a cut. Man, y'all can fight Tyson if y'all want it. Shout out to one of the GOATs. And like I said, you can't really even compare Mike Tyson to Floyd Mayweather. They're in different divisions. It don't work like that. You know what I mean? You can't. Look. I'm the most ruthless and savage. I'm coming in the. You can't compare Floyd because of Floyd. Because Floyd at the heart of it is a guy who came 5 divisions up, and then he was